Hey you guys, my name is Tasia. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back.
Nothing ever comes easy. They told me it was just a dream, but I'ma prove them wrong.
Alright, so I'm just gonna start this video off. This intro is on a different camera because it is a part 2 to my YouTube Go video. So if you have not seen my YouTube Go video, click pause, click off this video, and go watch the YouTube video. I'll also link it in the cards because the video is a continuation of that video, and if you haven't watched that video first, this video is just going to be kind of out of nowhere. All right, y'all, roll the clips. Moving forward to goal number 2, or goal category number 2. So we're going to talk about my career goals. Now on my channel, I have promoted it a lot recently, but if you guys do not know, I am a college counselor at a high school, so that is my current career. Now, when I graduated from college, I did not see myself as a college counselor or just like a teacher or educator directly in the classroom setting. That's not what I got my degree in. My degree is in education and social policy with a concentration in something called learning and organizational change with a minor in psych. So like I have like really great credentials, like, and sometimes I forget that. Like I feel like I'm just so like, I kind of downplay like what I've done in college and like what I have, like what I look like on paper, and I don't use that to my advantage. And I feel like, for those of you that know, my first year out of college, I worked at the high school I work at now, and it was an internship. And the only reason why I didn't get a job straight, like a job straight out of college, is because like I just felt like I didn't use my networks as I probably should have. I kind of relied on like career fairs at my school, which were great, right? They had a lot of great organizations, but a lot of the things that are in the education field are like nonprofits. And if anybody knows how nonprofits work, they're very tight on resources most of the time for most nonprofits in the education space. So like regardless of where I chose to work, it would have been in an internship form where I was getting like a stipend, or I just wouldn't be making a lot of money. So that's what ended up happening. Like I went the internship route. I was paid I was paid, which was great, but like it also was, or let me not say it, it was a fellowship. So I did get paid, but I wasn't, getting paid what a lot of like my other peers were getting paid straight out of college. And, like I went to a great school, so it's like I also kind of like have this battle with myself thinking that I'm not doing enough, because it's like, okay, well, I didn't go to this school for no reason, like I didn't go to this school and just slave and be stressed out and all this stuff just for me to be stressed out after college. So career wise, I do feel like it's time for a switch. It's time for me to use the network that I have and actually do something that I can really align with. I know that I want to work in the education space, but I feel like I want to have a bigger impact. So doing something with an organization that has, hands in multiple Chicago's public schools would be great for me. I also would love to work, still have that interaction with kids, because I feel like I grow a lot from being around, kids, because that's how you essentially learn what kids need. Like you go to the source, and for the most part, kids know or like have an idea of what they feel like their school or education system should have. So I feel like I would want to go more of a behind the scenes, but like still like shows their faces around students is kind of a route I want to go. I'm kind of already been starting looking at like different organizations that I would love to work at, and I already have to be honest, a lot in mind. A lot of the organizations that I'm looking at were organizations that I was looking at when I was in college, but I didn't have any like real experience, so I really couldn't qualify for any positions that they currently had. But now like I have, this is my third year as a college counselor, I have some real education experience now that I can take and you know, go off and do something, you know, bigger and better. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I am the type of person that kind of gets bored after a while, and that's where I kind of feel like I am. I feel like I'm bored. I feel like I'm not able to like grow really right now. Like I feel like I am very stagnant in my career. So I just feel like I need to change, you know, something to spice things up, you know. So I'm really excited for that. So we'll see. Moving forward, if you guys are kind of feeling the same way, if you guys feel like you are kind of, you know, in the same boat, let me know down below what you guys have been doing and kind of just what have been on your mind, and you know, just things that I can also again bounce ideas off. That would be great. Moving to category number 3. So finances. So finances kind of go hand in hand with my career path. So like I said, when I was straight out of college, I wasn't really making a lot of money compared to like my other peers that graduated from my college. So, and here I am, you know, 3 years later. The high school that I'm at currently can't really, you know, pay me as much as I would like. And that's for reasons that, you know, most people in the education space know. Resources, right? Like the school that I work at is a network of 3 high schools, and you know, they're not really, I want to say, like the best performing schools, so we don't really get like resources and money really like that. So my high school, actually, they pay less than CPS schools, and that was like the thing with a lot of teachers that work there. Was a lot of teachers leave because it's like, well, I can just work at a regular Chicago public school and make, you know, almost double of what, you know, my current high school, you know, pays. And so like obviously you like love the environment and love the kids, but at the same time we gotta eat. So I do want to be, you know, just better financially, so making more money and like my main job, but also just kind of exploring into having multiple streams of income. I actually, earlier this morning, I actually had my very first meeting with a financial advisor. Now this was a really big thing for me. It was actually funny because the person that I'm working with, he actually reached out to me because of somebody else that I work with, and they referred him to me. So that was like, I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, I now have a financial advisor that I'm working with to kind of just like work on budgeting. Now everybody that knows me knows that I am so organized. I am probably one of the organized, like the most organized people you'll ever meet, but I don't budget. And it like shocks people, like, you do all of this stuff but you don't budget? Like, how does that even make sense? So like, here I am, I'm, you know, growing older. I guess it's time to start budgeting, you know. I actually just did my very first budget sheet, and I'm not gonna even lie, I was looking at the numbers like, I spend all of this money. To be honest, I'm gonna be real honest, I spend more than I actually have, and that's actually not good at all. I actually really don't even know how I'm really surviving week to week, because my expenses are over the amount of money that I bring in every month. So yeah, not good at all. My lifestyle needs to match what I make, so we need to make changes with that. So I'm definitely looking into budgeting and just, you know, getting better with money management. Like I said, I want to have more multiple incomes. I'm actually looking into maybe becoming a real estate agent on the side, just to bring in some extra money. I'm working with my financial advisor to kind of talk about stocks and, you know, just investing in general. That would, so much fun. So that's like 3 things right there. That's 3 things of income. So like, I'm really excited for that, because like people say that money don't make, you know, money, or you can't buy happiness or whatever, but like money is what makes the world go round, and if you don't have money, you gonna be sad. Like it's just the truth, you know. Everybody loves money, like that's a fact. So, you know, everybody needs it. You need it to buy, you know, food. You need it to buy insurance. You need it to just like literally live the day-to-day life. So definitely looking forward to being more financially stable in 2022. And I know it's like, all of this stuff is stuff I can do. I just have to like literally do it. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are going through the same thing, but if you guys have any like financial tips or anything like that, drop it down in the comments, okay? And lastly, the last category, what I am doing or looking forward to in 2022, is my relationships. So I feel like 2021 has taught me so much about like how important people are. And like, I've always been a people person, hence why I have a degree in psychology, hence why I work in an education space. I do like being around positive people, you know, positive forces, but I feel like I need to work more on how I give myself to people in 2022. Because of like my personality, I'm like super nice, always caring for people, and sometimes, most of the time, putting others before myself. That can be draining, to be honest. And I feel like I don't really need to change that, right? Like, that is stuff that makes me happy, you know, helping people out. That's literally what I do every day, you know? So that's like nothing that I feel like I need to change. I just feel like I need to be more smart about the people that I'm doing it for. Like, 2021 really taught me you can let people go. And I know that's like self-explanatory, but like sometimes that wasn't the case for me. Like, when I build a relationship with someone, in any instance, it's like I automatically think, yep, this is gonna be a forever thing, you know, no matter what. And that's actually, you know, for a lack of a better word, toxic, you know? Like, sometimes people do not belong in your life. Like, you need to let them go. You know? And so I finally, you know, were like, I guess, scratching the surface of that this year, you know, whether it's family, friends, partners, anything like that. Like, just let it go. Like, when you let things go, I swear, like, the amount of things that I've let go this year have like released so much of a burden off my shoulders. Like, I feel like I'm so much more confident in myself, like, and just like understanding my worth, really. So I kind of want to continue to do that in 2022, and just really be smart about the relationships I'm building. Like, yes, I know what I bring to the table, but what is this person bringing to my table? You know, like, what are they bringing over here? Like, how can I also benefit? Because that's the thing about relationships. It's not a one-sided way, unless that's the type of relationship that you're, you know, in that instance. But I feel like relationships are always two-sided, and like, you have to put in work and that other person also has to put in work. And if you feel like them needs are not being met, then you need to let them go. So I've just been thinking more about that. I just want to be more smart about that in 2022. I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm gonna leave this here. If you guys feel like you resonated with anything in this video that I talked about, please let me know down in the comments. Let's have a discussion about it. I feel like I always say that, but let's have a discussion about it, you know? Maybe we can bounce ideas off of each other just to help each other out, you know, to become better people next year. Because I don't know. I feel like I haven't had a this is my year since 2019 when I graduated. Like, 2019 was such a good year for me, and I feel like I haven't had a good year since then. But I don't know, like, a lot of people have been talking about 2022 and they think that it's gonna be the year. So I don't know, it might be the year. So if it's gonna be the year, I need to be ready for it. I need to be prepared for it. I need to be working towards it. But okay, so I'm gonna end this video here. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up, share with all your friends, and of course subscribe. This will be my final video of 2021. This was a great year for me overall, whether it was personally or here on YouTube. I'm looking forward to what 2022 brings, but I hope you guys continue to watch me in the next year. Like I say, you guys always know, great content, okay? So I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy your holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next year because I ain't going nowhere, okay? All right, you guys, bye.